What's up everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode we finished up the Divine Beast Fire Meadow, and well in this episode, now that we've done that, we have enough heart containers and spirit orbs to fill out 13 hearts. There is something very important that we can now do. Now I've mentioned this before, so you guys probably know what it is already. It is collecting the Master Sword. So we need to float all the way down here. And we'll go ahead and turn in our spirit orbs, and then we can make our way all the way over to actually we'll need to head over to Kakariko Village first, because there is one character we need to meet along the way towards where we're gonna get the Master Sword. Anyway, that's our heart container, and that's gonna give us just the right amount of hearts that we need to grab the Master Sword. So let's go ahead and say we teleport over to this shrine here. This is not the exact shrine next to Kakariko Village, not the one that's up on top of the hill where you can see, I guess, Impa's abode. But this is the one that we had to fight the member of the Yiga clan for. The one we had to do the 3 different quests to unlock. This is that shrine that we're teleporting to now, and from there we're actually going to want to go meet Hestu, because if you remember, technically in the last episode that you've seen last, even though technically it's not an episode, we collected the Dueling Peaks Korok Seeds, and currently at the time of recording this I'm in the process of editing that video and getting it ready to go out. And let me tell you, I thought recording was a pain. Recording and then editing it is even more of a pain. I can handle just going around collecting Korok seeds, but it's when I have to stop at each location and have it marked down to know where to go. And I'm using the interactive map online on ZeldaDungeon.com to help me keep track of everything that I've done, all the Korok seeds I've collected, and to make sure I do get all the Korok seeds, because I'll mark them off on the map as I complete them. But normally if I'm just playing through by myself, I would probably just collect the seeds just based on an online guide, do videos or something, not even worry about making sure I get all in each region, just going around through each region collecting. But when I'm recording, I actually have to stop, pause my map, zoom out, and then zoom in slowly like this over and over again, just so you guys know where I am, so you can follow along. But anyway, I digress. Let's talk to S2. So I do want you to expand my inventory, so give me a weapon stash, and it's going to use 2 Korok seeds instead of 1 like last time. And we've already seen that dance, and I may actually skip the bow and shield dances, because technically they're the same, just different colors. I believe the bow stash is green and the shield stash is blue. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back before Grandpa yells at me. Sorry, I have to go, but I still need Korok seeds, so bring some to Korok Forest if you find any. Korok Forest, you say? I believe something was said to us about the Master Sword being in a giant forest. But we actually haven't found that region on our map yet. So once he says he's going to leave, you can travel to this shrine here, and he will either be here at this shrine, or he'll be at a shrine just north of the Lanayru region. The shrine, I think, the shrine just north of here, not the shrine, the stable just north of here. That we've saw casts the Rito at. He'll either appear here or at another stable just north of that one. So they're kind of sitting a line through here, which is kind of weird. I kind of honestly never noticed, but luckily for us, Hester's actually right here, so we won't even have to go to that shrine or to that stable. But actually, we probably will go to that stable. Yeah, he's lost his way, but according to folks at the stable, this is Central Hyrule, so Korok Forest is still much farther north. So, guys, in case you haven't picked up on it yet, Korok Forest is where the Master Sword is laying to rest. So let's do our weapon stash once again, because you kind of need weapons more than anything in this game. So we're gonna kind of spend most of this on our weapon stash, not all of it, but most of it. And if you can tell, it gets increasingly more expensive every time. So like I was saying, we actually will go to that stable only because there's a shrine there, and it'll be on our way, so we can pick up that shrine. And then of course there'll be a tower as well that we can also get on our way, and that'll actually fill out the map area that will reveal Korok Forest to us. And then we'll head in there and get the Master Sword, and we'll probably also speak to Hestu as well to fill out the remainder of our stashes, because once he gets here, okay, so once he's at let's probably like back up a little bit. When he's near Kakariko Village, he'll give you 2 upgrades, and then he will leave to either go to this stable or the other stable that I was talking about, and then he'll give you 6 upgrades, and then from there he'll give you, I believe it, or here it should be 6, and then once she gets to Korok Forest, it'll be till you pretty much finish it. And once you get to 441, I believe is the magic number, you actually can't upgrade your inventory anymore, but there's still 900 to collect. So yeah, we'll go weapon one more time. Geez, 17 Korok seeds, that's a lot. Again, it's down to 29. But once he gets over to once we get to 441 by way of video, which I don't know how I'm gonna sit and do all that on video. I honestly don't know, because it just takes forever. What? I think I remember how to get back to Korok Forest. Maybe I'll head back now. I better. Grandpa is waiting for me. Thanks for the Korok seeds. I'm off to Korok Forest. Come visit me there sometime. Alright, sure thing, has to. So, let's actually head to this shrine here. And then we'll grab Epona, and then we'll ride north from there. If you guys couldn't tell, I am kind of being a little quiet in this episode. I'm not sick or anything, so don't worry. I'm not trying to keep my voice like on low because I'm sick. But because there's a bedroom like right next to mine, and honestly, I forgot to check to see if their door was open, because sometimes they leave the door open when they're asleep. And so if I'm too loud, I'll probably wake them up, and it won't be a good time. And also, this is actually my second time recording, and you guys may be able to tell just slightly, but I've actually got a new microphone here. I upgraded from the Blue Snowball, from the Blue Snowball to the Blue Yeti microphone. It's a nice like black color, and I also have this little like puffy thing on my microphone here that's kind of acts as a sort of a pop filter, but not really. And I was kind of lucky because a friend actually gave me this microphone for free, so shoutouts to him. He actually runs a YouTube channel. He actually runs a YouTube channel himself. His name is Carson, and if I remember, I'll try to link his channel down in the description. You guys should go check him out. He does a lot of vlogs and things like that. So if you like things like that, be sure to go check him out. He also live streams on Twitch a lot, from what I can tell, and he likes to play like things like Rainbow Siege 6, kind of more mature games. So if you're a little bit on the younger side, you probably don't want to go watch his content just because it's a little bit more on the mature side. But I'll link his channel and his Twitch account down below in the description if I remember. If not, you guys can let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to put that in. So, but anyway, like I was saying, once we get over this ridge, we should be able to see the stable and the tower for the next region. So, yeah, also there's Death Mountain, which actually does house another Divine Beast, but that's probably going to be our last one, just because I find it to be the hardest one of them all. Just, I don't know, enemies seem more difficult in that region. But yeah, there's the tower, there's the shrine, and the stable is, you may just be able to see it over the edge here, right there. And yeah, so like I was saying, this is actually my second time recording this video. like the same video. Luckily, when I save my videos, or when I save the file, geez, after every video, like once I know that my audio is fine and my video is fine and things like that, and I save it, the save file actually stays on your thing that you can load up at any time. Even because it'll your game will continue to autosave. Well, your autosaves get cycled through basically, the most recent ones stay, but the save file always stays, so I can always come back here. So I had to reload up this save file because as I was recording, I pulled up my audio on Audacity because I forgot to pull it up. Normally I always pull it up, but I forgot to this time. And so basically, when I looked over and I was noticed during a cutscene, I hit my jaw really hard. You know, if you ever hit your teeth together, I guess you could say. Also, by the way, this is the Woodland Stable. And actually, real quick, let's talk to Beetle and see if it's Customer Appreciation Day. And indeed it is. So I don't believe I've introduced this to you, this character to you, but this is Beetle. He appears in many Zelda games, and you want to talk to him as much as possible for Customer Appreciation Day. So if it is Customer Appreciation Day, he'll give you an item, and wow, an ancient arrow. He even works on those guardian things. It's amazing. It works best if you hit those guardians in the eye. This old guy named Robbie gave it to me. To find him, go way north past Zora's Domain, all the way to the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Old Robbie makes a bunch of other weird weapons and clothes and stuff. I guess what you call a mad scientist, which is kind of cool, but also terrifying. If you want a strong weapon and stuff, you should go see him. Anyways, back to business. What are you looking for, or are you selling? Actually, I think I'm good, Beetle, so see you around. Yeah, so anytime you see him, you want to make sure you speak to him, because it could be Customer Appreciation Day, and he'll give you an item, but I actually got an ancient arrow. I'm probably never going to use that arrow, at least for right now, until we get at least a little more. And we have item slots, so we might as well pick that up. But I noticed that my audio didn't pick up when I hit my teeth, and so I didn't think much about it because I thought I was just being really quiet, or my mic just didn't pick it up because the light was on and everything on the blue snowball. Well, as I started talking and reading the commentary on the screen, I looked over and noticed that it wasn't recording. So I stopped everything and continuously tried to record audio, and it just wouldn't work. And I was like, huh. And so I was looking around the internet trying to find what was maybe been wrong, how to fix it, things like that. And yeah, and I could never figure out why it wouldn't work. I mean, I kind of did, but I could never get it to fix properly. So kind of ended up being sort of a waste. And ooh, there's a chest here, and oh gosh, guys, I think I'm gonna sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. Don't sneeze. You can probably hear me grab my nose. And we got a sledgehammer. Alright, I think we're good. I don't know why, but this urge to sneeze just hit me like a truck. And we can hit this thing off and kind of... I don't think that was far enough. No, it wasn't. So I got distracted by trying to line it up right, then it didn't work, but... Well, so that actually gives us 2 sledgehammers to use now. Actually, I think in a minute we may get a 3rd one, and we're gonna hit this more straight on, and hit this a little more. Maybe 1 more hit should do it, and that should not be good. Okay, that didn't work. We hit it a little too many times. All right, so I guess 3rd time's a charm, right, guys? So anyway, my mic didn't work, but luckily this friend of mine told me Saturday, while I was I think it was right as I was recording the I want to say it was the Korok seeds or starting to record the Korok seeds for yeah, this doorway opens when you do that. So he told me that he was going to give me this blue microphone, and so I said, oh, I'll come get it, but I never actually got around to it. Well, last night when I was recording, when I found out that this thing wasn't working, what I did was I simply just hit him up and I was like, hey, so can I come over and get that? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I ran over there real quick, grabbed the mic, and came back and tested it out, and now it's working. So He even gave me like the little pop filter on top and everything. So we have a new working microphone, guys. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to record. I didn't want to try to like downgrade like a headset mic or anything like that, because like the blue snowball was the only thing that I had. And by the way, this is like a bonus area. You get like a chest out of it, but it's really kind of difficult. So actually, I'll be able to come up here and see it. Yeah, so like if you can just see, there's like basically what it is there's blocks in the way of like the platform. You can kind of sort of see it through the wall. There's like blocks there blocking the path to like where the ball can go through. So you have to be like very precise in order to get that like ball into like the hole. And when I was recording for the first time, I tried to do that like 6 times, and eventually I just was like, you know what, this is not worth it. I'm spending way too much time on this. I need to leave, because I didn't want the video to be like an hour long just because I spent like 20 minutes trying to like just do like that portion of the episode, because I was like, that's just stupid. So we'll leave it be. It doesn't really matter. And this next tower coming up, you're gonna want to be kind of careful, because it is kind of difficult and whatnot. So yeah, do keep that in mind. But so at least we have a working microphone now, and I can record this episode. So I guess this was kind of like a blessing in disguise, guys. We got a brand new microphone, and it's better than the old one after the old one quits working. Even though I did really like that blue snowball. And my plan wasn't to upgrade this early, like in terms of like microphones. Like I was gonna like at least wait a couple of years before I upgraded, and this was gonna be fine. I was maybe gonna get like a desk stand, I guess, to like hold my mic in the air, so I didn't have to hit it, like leave it on the desk and worry about like it picking up like different like bits of audio. Like even now, this microphone, as I'm recording, is picking up the slight audio from my computer, which is kind of running really hard for some reason. And it's like, you know, when your computer's running really hard and you can hear the fan inside running and whatnot. That's basically what this thing is doing, and it's kind of annoying, but it'll be alright, I guess. And let's see, where do we want to stop? I guess we can stop right up here, and we'll grab this tower. But yeah, so he literally just gave me this mic for free as well, like, so I didn't pay a dime for it. And so I guess I'm really fortunate when it comes to that. So I'm also really thankful. So, and like so yeah, that's kind of my story for the day, I guess, or for the episode. It's basically what happened to me today. Like all this happened like just today, and that's just a spiked Bokobo, right? Alright, buddy, I'm gonna need you to like not hit me with that. Thanks. And I also need you to die, and I'll take your spear, even though it's, yeah, kind of crappy. But it'll fill up a kind of another inventory spot. It just gives us more weapons to use, I guess. So I think the most core seed I've ever collected in like one sitting of this game has got to be like, I want to say it's like 290 something, like almost 300, and that's in my like last playthrough of the game, I would say. I probably collected around 200, but I like never got around to like finishing that. And ooh, a soldier's bow, thank you. I'll take that. Yeah, there's an electric Lizalfos here in the water, so if you hit him on the head, he'll spit out like an electric beam, like into the surrounding area. And since there's metal nearby, metal conducts electricity. So what we can actually do to avoid that is use our Cryonis ability. And ooh, that one was close. I'm not gonna lie. But once we do that, we're pretty much home free. We can simply avoid him for, yeah, literally just avoid him. Just don't even worry about him. And we can hop a little bit and then wait till we get close to the top, and then our stamina should start to run out. And once it gets red here, Link will make like a one big final jump. And yeah, so we're good there. If I throw this barrel, I wonder if it'll like explode. Wow, that actually didn't do any damage, so that's cool. And he's almost dead. I shot him in the head, so he lost his item, and well, he's dead now, and holy crap, things are still blowing up. Oh my gosh, can you guys not blow up? Thanks. Anyway, inside of this chest is bomb arrows. Sweet, we kind of needed those. These are probably like some of the best arrows we can get right now until we can kind of like mass produce ancient arrows. Though honestly, I don't really like using ancient arrows. And also, yeah, this is the woodland tower, and oh no, our Knight's Claymore is damaged. It was kind of good. So, and also, now that we're up here, I want to climb all the way up here so we can use our Volley's Gale to get to the top, or like almost to the top, and then we'll climb the rest of the way. So, actually, while we're here, I want to talk about the Trial of the Sword DLC in DLC Pack 1. Actually, wait for this cutscene to end. Shiki Tower activated. Gives us a nice view of Hyrule Castle too. Skating area. And there's a new portion of our map filled out. And if you look there, there's a giant forest right in front of us. But anyway, like I was saying about the Trial of the Sword DLC. So what my plans were for the next couple of episodes is after we collect the Master Sword and one other item around here in this general area, I want to head back to Tabantha, get the rest of the shrines there, get the rest of the shrines in the area north of there, because if we don't get them then, it'll just kind of be out of our way to go and get them again. And by the area north, I mean like this entire area up here. We'll get all the shrines in here. And there is quite a lot of them actually, so that'll probably take us about 4 episodes maybe, and it'll be quite a long time. But it took us a while, and man, most of those trees look dead, but I'm sure it's fine, guys, right? Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. But anyway, so once we do that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the Trial of the Sword Phase 1, and each of these will have their own episodes. Now, of course, the first one will probably be pretty short, the second one will probably be, and that's supposed to be lit. Why isn't it lit? I don't know. Anyway, follow these torches once you get in here, and you'll be pretty safe, but pay attention to the torches as well. So, we'll do Phase 1 once we kind of, once we finish up those shrines over there and get a little bit more health and stamina, which probably most of it, to be honest, will be put towards stamina. And then from there, we'll go do another Divine Beast, do all the shrines in that area, and then we'll come back for Phase 2. And then after that, we'll do the final Divine Beast, and then come back for we'll do the Divine Beast, do the shrines in that area, come back for Phase 3, and then continue on with the main story with the DLC Pack 2. So once you get here, if you paid attention, you'll notice that the fire and the particles of the fire all blow in the direction that you need to head. So like if you looked at those torches back there, you'll notice that all those flames kind of, it should start blowing that way now. So if you diverge too far off the path, the forest will engulf you and you'll have to start over at kind of like the last checkpoint, which is kind of like those last torches that we saw. And so if you pay attention, you'll notice that all the particles and the flames of the torches led you to the next torch, I guess you could say. And so basically just continue to do that, and after this area right here, we should be pretty much home free, if I remember. I believe it's like right here, and then it should start blowing that way. Yeah, this way again. And once you see these small trees and this valley kind of show up, just run into it, and you're pretty much home free from there. And you're good to go. And you guys may have seen some chests inside the mouths of trees and whatnot. Don't worry, guys, I saw it too. It's just not anything very important that we need to collect. Though technically there is one chest back there that would be kind of useful for Korok seeds if I didn't know where they all were already. But since I'm calling like a map guide, I kind of already know where they all are or where they will be when I'm recording the episode. So it's not too bad. And anyway, here we are in Korok Forest. So before we trigger any sort of random cutscenes and stuff, I want to run over here and talk to Hestu because I want to like fill this out. I'm gonna fill out at least my at least most of my gosh, why is it like blanked in my head? My kind of inventory slots. So we've done all our weapon stashes. So we'll start with the bow, and I guess I'll go ahead and let you guys see this. So yeah, this one's basically the same, just green. Yeah, it's not really different at all. But just for you guys that want to see it in a different color, there you go. That's the only time you're ever going to see that. So if you want to see it again, you're going to have to replay like the last 5 seconds or something. So yeah, let's go bow stash again. We'll probably fill out most of the bows, probably till almost the end, but not quite, and then I'll do the rest in shields. Oh no, we'll see what happens. See, now we have access to what, 7 bows? We'll probably do about 8 or 9, and probably do 9, is what I think. And then we'll, that'll pretty much do it for the bows, and then we'll move on to the shields. And then we'll actually kind of leave this area and come back in kind of how you normally would, I guess you would say. Normally come into this area, because normally if you come into this area, you're coming here for pretty much one thing and one thing only, and that's the Master Sword. And actually, the Master Sword is pretty much directly behind us, so yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And I think this is going to be the last bow that we do. So let the expansion begin. Let's see how many that is. I believe that should be 9. Yeah, that's going to be the last one that we do for now. Yeah, just for now, guys, though, just for now. And the rest are going to be shield slots. Just make sure we click on the right one. 1 Korok seed. And now I believe after that, I don't even think we have enough to do our swords anymore, or our weapons, I guess. Like yeah, really our swords are like weapons, I guess we should really call them, because not all of them are swords. Some of them are clubs, some of them are you know, different things like that. Actually, I think it may just be 15. 25, holy crap. Yes, actually, I didn't know it was 25. Jesus, that's a lot. I thought it went like stopped at 15 and it just kept staying the price at 15. Guess I was wrong, because eventually after so many, like, the price just freezes. But I think it was after 25. Holy crap, that's a lot of Korok seeds, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of a shocker to me. And we won't be able to use all of our Korok seeds here, though. Once we get down to about like 8, I want to say, or something like that, or like 7 or 8, the price will have gone up so much that we won't actually be able to use our Korok seeds, so we'll have to get some more. But we'll of course record that episode sometime soon. Maybe if I have some like free time during the day. But you know, if you guys didn't know, right now I'm still kind of in school. They're not really, like, all my high school classes are kind of done. Like, they're not taking any more grades. I was taken out of all my classes, even the ones that are like online for the school. All of them have been like taken out, so the only 2 that I have left are my 2 college courses through like the local community college that we have here near my home, and like near our high school, and then both of those are online. And the science is pretty easy. I just have to like answer some questions every week, turn those in, and take a test at the end of the week. And our teacher doesn't regulate it, like he doesn't watch us take the test or anything. Like, he just is like, here, take the test, don't fail. He's pretty much like, yeah, it's open notebook, even though he hasn't specifically stated that. At least I don't remember him saying that. He's pretty much like, just don't fail, please. He's pretty lenient, but because he's actually a teacher from our school, and yeah, we can't get any more of those. And it's actually 6 p.m., so I actually want to like sneak around here, just on the edge, and head up here this way. And there should be a campfire in here that we can pass the time, because I want to pass the time to like noon, because there was a cutscene coming up, and I wanted to look pretty, so yeah, that's my only excuse for coming in here, pretty much. And since we want to look extra pretty, I guess we might as well take like our hood off and just leave it as our like normal Link self, I guess. And I don't know what would look the most natural on Link's back. I guess this and this maybe. I just want it to look kind of natural. I don't know. I guess I'm being over dramatic, I guess, to be honest, or something. Yeah, I'm probably just being like really over dramatic and trying to make things look good, even though there's like no point at all. But anyways, let's actually walk out here and go outside this log, and then we'll kind of walk in here like we were supposed to the first time. Alrighty guys, so this is what we probably should have done when we walked in here the first time, and geez, my throat's getting dry already. And once we'd gotten close, we'd have seen that there is the Master Sword. Now I don't know if I mentioned this, but on live stream, after we complete this series, we do want to complete our compendium as well as take on the rest of the Korok seeds. So after we collect enough Korok seeds to do has to do things over there on for to do our inventory slots on video. The rest of them will be live streamed, and we also want to fill out our compendium. Now most people will say that this is the only chance that you'll ever get to take a picture of the Master Sword, but it's actually not the case. And I want to take the picture here just because it looks really cool, but actually if you're taking the camera and you go to take a picture, you can actually do a self-portrait by pressing X, and so that can take the picture of the swallow bow and the knight's shield. And then again, it won't look quite right unless you do like this or something. It won't look quite right because you pretty much get a picture of Link as the like image for the compendium. But you can do that with the Master Sword. So if you pick it up now, you don't have to worry about it too much. And actually, these are a Silent Princess flower. Let's pick those up too. So I kind of want to explain this before I actually pick it up. So you can actually pick up the sword before taking the picture, though many people say that you can't. It's not true. You can actually take the selfie, even though it'll look kind of funny. But so like, do not panic if you pick this up without like going to like grab it and whatnot, or like taking the picture or whatnot. So
you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Who is that? Did I doze off again? Well. It's you. You finally decided to return. Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope on seeing you again. Even my patience has limits, you know. That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however. I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial. Many have referred to me over the ages as the Deku Tree. That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess. The sword that seals the darkness that only the chosen knight can wield against the Calamity Ganon. Believe it or not, it was actually you who wielded that sword 100 years ago. But I must warn you to take extreme caution. The sword stands as a test to anyone who would dare attempt to possess it. As you are now, I cannot say whether you are worthy or not. If you sought to free the sword in any sort of weakened state, you would surely lose your life where you stand. Best of luck, young one.
If you hope to pull the sword from its resting place, you must use your true strength. Let's see whether you currently possess said power. Now we get the main quest, the hero's sword. So, actually I want to see if I can take damage anywhere. Actually I do know, because I want to kind of show off what happens if you, don't, guess I would say you don't, have enough health to, actually take a hold of the Master Sword. And, the Master Sword won't let you even hold on to it. Let's say if, like, let's say like if you, and that didn't work. I pulled out my paraglider. Alright, let's try that again. I know I'm kind of wasting time. And honestly, I feel like I've been rambling on this entire episode, so if you think I've been rambling, guys, leave a like, I guess. Shameless plug. Also, we can get right on the Deku Tree's face. Okay, apparently I took 0 damage. Great. Alright, is there any way that I can take damage? Maybe. Well, I know, I can probably stand next to this fire, right? No? Okay, apparently not. Do I have flint? I have 1 piece of flint. Great, actually I don't need it, because I can just use my flame blade, and I'm gonna stand on some fire, take some damage. Did I just cook wood? Rock hard food. A dish gone awry after adding the wrong ingredient. Well, that was kind of uneventful, not gonna lie. Kind of meant to just lay it down. Grab this. Light a fire. And kind of stand on it. Take a little bit of damage. Just a little bit is all we need. Yeah, just 2 hearts will do. Then we go try to pick it up. This would be considered a weakened state, and we won't be able to pick up the sword. And he said we would die, but there's no need to worry about that, because if you watch all the way to the end here, we can see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Enough. You would have lost your life if you hadn't released your grip on the sword. Prepare before you try again. I will not stray your hand part way through the next time. Yeah, so he won't actually like hold our hand through it. So we might as well eat that, because it's kind of hard. And I don't know, it looks like it. I don't know, it's kind of painful. Anyway, now that we have full hearts, yeah, that's only gonna happen the first time though. If you try it again, Link will just fall over and die. But anyway, here we go, pulling out the Blade of Evil's Bane, the Master Sword itself, only being able to be wielded by the hero itself. Pulling it out stands as a true test for anyone to make sure they have the strength to wield it. And I don't know what else I'm going to say, trying to create suspense. But there we go.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Dekutri, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him I...
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I would do much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
Alrighty, and with that, we got the Master Sword, the legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose a calamity. Only a hero chosen by the sword itself may wield it. The blade has a name. It is the Master Sword. When used against Calamity Ganon, or those tainted by its malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such times, the true power of the Master Sword will manifest, but be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will become exhausted and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on this sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest you free the Divine Beast before facing him. Alrighty, and our Heartsgiver sword and the Hero sword is complete. So now we have the legendary Blade of Evil's Bane that does 30 damage, and of course when we're around anything that is tainted by Calamity Ganon, like a Guardian, or a Divine Beast, or Ganon himself, the sword will power up with a holy light, and you'll actually see the sword itself glow, and it will do 60 damage instead of the 30 that it has here. And we'll go ahead and sort this so we can kind of get that up to the top. And so, also, if you try to throw the Master Sword, you can't throw it because, well, it's your sword, but instead, if you're at full health, you'll get basically Master Sword beams. It's kind of a throwback to like some other like 2D Zelda games and things like that. It's kind of like just basically really just a throwback. Anyway, we're almost out of time for this episode, but there's one more thing I want to do. There is this one shrine here in Korok Forest that allows us to warp here whenever we want. And also, this was around the time when I noticed that my microphone wasn't working the first time I tried to record this. So yeah, you can imagine how mad I must have been with like 40 something minutes of like gameplay already recorded and things like that. So anyway, this is Fateful Stars. A lot of people have trouble with the shrines from what I know. Look at the stars for guidance. The constellations are the key. So if you look on the wall there, you'll see there's constellations up front of each of these pillars along with a number corresponding to them. You may think, oh, I need to count like the big glowing orbs in them or something. No, actually just look on that back wall and count how many there are. and that will give you the answer. So like this one, for example, has 4. At least I believe that's what I counted just now. And this one has, let me walk up here just to see. See, it's got 1, 2, 3, I believe just 3, so we should be good there. At least I think so. Now the big one there's, I believe, just one of those, and then the long one, there's 2 of them. So, yeah, so we'll have 1, and then 2, and if this doesn't work, I may have to recount. Yeah, okay, it didn't work. So, I think we're actually wrong on this side. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I think it's actually 5 and 4. Let me check just to make sure it's not 5 and 3. Yeah, I believe it's actually 5 and 4 on this side or something like that. Or maybe I was wrong there too. Let's count those again. I don't want to zoom in. 1, 2, 3. Or hold on, 1, 2, 3. Is there another one? Is that one of them? No, that's the big one. So it's just the 3 then, right? There's 5 of the small ones, 3 of the kind of medium ones. There's 2. Hold on, there's 2 of those. Okay, actually we got this backwards. It's 1 here and 2 here. That was our problem, along with the other one as well. Right? Am I missing something? I must be missing something. Hold on, so there's 1 of those, 2 of the long ones, and then let's see, how many of those are there? There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's just 3 of them, right? Should just be 3. Oh, no wonder we changed it to 4. Huh. I didn't realize we changed it to 4. So that should work. There we go. The door's finally open. Jeez, I don't know why that took me so long to count those. Yeah, I really don't understand. But anyway, don't go click the shrine just yet, because now there's this wall. So I believe those on the right side, the small ones, and the kind of L weird shaped ones, there are 2 of them, both move down 1, so that goes from 3 to 2, and then 5 to 4, and then both of those, and I think these 2 over here swap places actually, so I think this one becomes 2. No, not this one. You go here. This one becomes 2. This one becomes 1. And then both of these get smaller by 1. So this one will become 2. And this one should become 4. And indeed, that is correct. And that door is gonna open. So now we can head down here, open up this chest, and see what's inside. So, inside this chest is a Knight's Claymore. We'll take it because, I mean, it's a pretty decent weapon. At least it'll be good once our Master Sword kind of runs out of energy, and we'll have to rely on other weapons. So yeah, the Master Sword doesn't necessarily break, but it quote-unquote breaks, as in it'll run out of energy. It will become 0 damage, and you won't even be able to equip it. So that's kind of how the Master Sword quote-unquote breaks in this game. But yeah, it comes back after a while, maybe 10 minutes or so, something like that. About the same time it takes for the champion's abilities to restore. Yeah, those are about 10 minutes or something as well. And also, one quick thing to note, you may have noticed Rivali's Gale has a ×3, and then it jumped down to ×2 once we used it, because you actually are allowed to use that chosen one. Hold up, what's going on? The hero called Link. The time has come. You are now ready to test the limits of your courage. Heed the great Deku Tree's words at this sacred place, the Korok Forest. Do so, and a glorious trial will be bestowed upon you. Trial of the Sword. So yeah, technically that is a side quest, but for the sake of the playthrough, I'll consider it a main quest item, and which we'll need to do in order to complete the game. So we'll want to power up the Master Sword completely. So yeah, once we walk closer, I guess the Deku Tree is going to talk to us again. Alright, wasn't really ready for this. I was kind of getting ready to end off the episode. What's this? A voice beckoned you here? I see. So the time has come. I shall now tell you all that is to know about the arduous trial that awaits you. I believe I said that word right. The sword that you've reunited with, the Master Sword, it has yet to realize its true splendor. The trial should test the courage to ensure you are worthy of this splendor. It's called the Trial of the Sword. It will challenge you as you've never been challenged before. All of your weapons and armor will be sealed away. You must face your enemies without the tools you've come to rely on. Once you have tempered your soul and proven your wisdom and courage by completing the Trial of the Sword, the Master Sword shall truly be yours. Unless my eyes deceive me, you seem quite willing to take on this trial. A hero through and through. Now Link, place the Master Sword in its pedestal. Yeah, so to unlock the Trial of the Sword, you'll simply reinsert the Master Sword into its pedestal. But we don't want to do that because we actually just want to end off this video here. So if you guys did like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you like this content, please do consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.